Hello, this is Adrienne Velazquez, the CEO and founder of the Six Figure Stylist, where we help women who lack confidence and guidance building a six-figure empire by owning their power through wealth, excellence, and well-being. Make sure that you book a complimentary breakthrough call with me. It's time to give a gift to yourself. Invest in yourself. No-shows can be extremely frustrating, especially to those of us that are self-employed. But there are a couple of things that you all can put into place to cut down your no-shows and setting expectations with your guests prior to the service. So one of the things that you can actually put into place, of course, is setting expectations prior to the appointment through a phone call, letting your guests know that you expect for them to cancel anywhere from 24 to 48 hours prior to the appointment, because then it will allow for you to be able to place other guests in that time slot. Also, too, with reaching out to your guests prior to the appointment, it just gives your guests a quick little reminder that they have an appointment coming up soon. Another thing that you could put into place is your online booking service. Your online booking service can actually take a certain percentage of the appointment up front. Also, too, you are putting it in fine print where you're letting your guests know that if they do not cancel anywhere from 24 to 48 hours prior to the appointment, that they will be charged a percentage of the service. I noticed that cuts down on guests not showing, because they're not only getting email confirmations, but they're also getting text confirmations that allows for them to be able to respond and to also show up for the appointment. So how do I upsell to my guests? So how I upsell to my guests with receiving different services in the salon, it actually starts prior to the appointment. I let them know about the different services that we have in the salon that would actually go with what they're coming into the salon to get. I also share with them before, and I also share with them during the service, because there may be things that they may not get at the current appointment, but they may come back and get at a later appointment. But education is always key. When you educate your clients, they have belief, they trust you, opposed to you being so salesy. You sound like you know what you're doing. So always do it with confidence. Research the services that you are actually offering in your salon. So then this way, when you're offering the service, it can actually be a benefit to your guests. Wow, how do you price your work when you have people that are charging less? That is a great question. I would tell you all to charge what you are worth. Knowing your self-worth is extremely important. You know, sometimes in our business, we'll treat it like it's a flea market, and it's not a flea market. We offer luxury services. So therefore, you charge a luxury price. And guess what? If they don't want to pay, always find new ones. And I think from that standpoint is where I find a lot of hairstylists, when they struggle with not charging their self-worth, they get a little scared that, you know what, if I fire that client and I find me a new one, will I be able to replace that client? But you should always be rebuilding your business at all times. Do not settle, do not sit just with the current clients that you have. If you're constantly rebuilding, guess what? You'll never have to get to that point where you're worried if this client is no longer with you because you've decided to give yourself a raise that you will not have other clients that will be able to fill that chair. So I'm telling you right now, charge yourself worth, okay? You are not a Craigslist stylist. How do you keep your guests from purchasing from other companies? I think this is probably a question that gives us all a headache. But how you keep your guests from purchasing from other companies online is education. A lot of times when we do not educate our guests on the reason why they're purchasing products from us opposed to purchasing products online, guess what? Your guests will go and purchase products outside of your salon. Also, another way to get your guests to purchase products from you, give your guests incentives. Give them a huge why. Why would they invest and purchase products from you opposed to going online? Also, my last big reason of the reason why that your guests should purchase the products from you is I always share with my guests, in order for you to be able to maintain this look at home, guess what? You have to purchase the products from me because I want you to look fabulous every single day. And the only way that you can do that is purchasing the proper products to maintain that look. And don't forget, always share with your guests. Make $1 million choices.